I like what I see here. It's very upfront to what you want, your design and your brand. I'm not a big fan of what we see up here so far in the header up here. I don't know if we need to know how the address. We can put that on the contact page. So I'd probably not do that. And here it's with About Me. Now you're going to have a navigation bar here eventually. So we got to think about how that navigation bar is going to be placed. And you have simple text that says About Me, and then down here you got melody, spelling your name, really bold in that. So I don't know what we can do there to make that different. Maybe a little added space there. So I think that's something we're going to have to look at. I do think that we have to add some line spacing because if you look at the font choice that you did here, look how the Illustrator and see how the Y and the L is really close together, makes it harder to read. So we probably have to add some line height to this. So we definitely want to look at this heading area up here because we're going to eventually have to put a navigation bar in for that purpose. So I like what I see. Now for your style guide, just keep in mind, look at some other style guides out there. Eventually I'm not taking points off for it for right now, but as we move into another milestone, I will be looking at it in more detail. Um, you know, you want that your style guide to represent what your website looks like. So like here where it says style guide up here, see I would actually change that to the font, Gilson Ultra Bold, so make it the same, for that purpose. The other thing is like when you're using your fonts like this, I would actually change this to the actual font size that you're using for that purpose. So let's go here in Adobe Muse. First thing I want to look at is your master page. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is set up correctly, so that's a good thing. I'm not a big fan of this address. I think we can just delete it and maybe add that to the contact page. Um, for the text, now this might throw things off. Okay. Um, oh, is that a graphic? Oh, this is all a graphic. Okay, so you playing around with me. You're not putting in some text that we want to. Okay, I'll see how you are. Let me see here. So you're going to have to open this up in Photoshop and make your changes, add that line height. Okay. The only problem in making this one large graphic, we kind of wanted to see the text because you're going to be applying styles. So, and we want to see how you work with text and that. The only thing I would have be an issue right now is it might be an issue as we move down to the other milestones where we have to apply styles and things like that to keep it consistent. So um, you could recreate this, you know, you could recreate it. It's not that bad because what you could do is move this down a little bit. Take the rectangle tool. Okay, fill that in with black. And so we have a text. So now we have text frame. I'm going to take it all the way across. And then I'm going to type in Melody Spalding. I think I spelled your name wrong because it's black text. Yeah, that I did. So let me change this to white real quick so I can see what I'm typing. I see you spelled that's what you gotta love spelling in black. Okay, melody, and then speed is, okay, spell. Dang. Now you said you were going to use the Gilson, so I'm going to come up here. Gilson Ultra Bold. I don't know what the font size you're using, so I'm going to go up to about 60. I'm going to center it. Let's see. Open up my paragraph styles. Well, no, I don't want to do paragraph styles right now. Click on text, I'll just do it that way. And it should be blue color, right? So in this case, let me go and open up my swatch panel. Now what I would do, if you haven't done so, I would add your color scheme and store it in the swatches panel. Okay, so you mentioned that you want this teal color, right? So we can create, we'll probably have to go to the color panel first. I'm going to put in this value, which is the blue. Okay, once I have that created, I can add that to the swatch panel, just like that. So what I would try to do is try to recreate this graphic for your milestones.